This is pathetic.
Gypsy don't give a fuck. Gypsy don't give a fuck. Now what? Oh, y'all wasted y'all
Fuck
money.
you guys, because I had a great time in New Orleans. Anyway.
Louisiana mobile billboards, they put minors on billboards. Minors.
My minor child.
Minor child.
Minor child.
No,
Look at that.
That's the same picture on TMZ.
Look at that. Gypsy don't give a fuck.
Do not give a fuck.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Fuck the haters!
How you like that, bitches?
Fuck you!
Fuck you. You put minors on a billboard.
I'll be calling tomorrow. Fuck you guys. I still had a great time in New Orleans. Do not give a fuck about the haters and them spending $1,000 to rent that thing.
Let's talk about the Gypsy Rose billboard in New Orleans that's going through the French Quarters. A few creators paid for a mobile billboard showing past screenshots and headlines Gypsy herself has posted or TMZ has ran with. It drove right through the French Quarters and she was there. And yes, she saw it. But her reaction flipped off. Full on meltdown and the whole I'm a victim rerun. Now look, I didn't have anything to do with the billboard, and to be honest, I'm not really sure how I feel about it, because while I believe accountability and public awareness is really important, I also know how fast the line between justice and bullying can get blurred. The screenshots that are on the truck, that's public info. It's not exposing if you already exposed it yourself, but putting it on display like that, especially when she's already spinning the narrative, could be helping her play victim. At the end of the day, I want justice. I want truth, but I also want strategy. Because giving someone like Gypsy more ammo to scream, I'm being attacked, might just feed the very circus she's creating. What do y'all think about this? Was the billboard fair game? Did it go too far? Let me know in the comments, respectfully. Bye.
Drunk, I can't. This is your last stream. I'm so drunk, I can't think straight. I've got liver disease. Gypsy doesn't know I have liver. To me, she knows.
She knows.
Gypsy, I have liver disease.
Oh, I know.
I know you're my bestie, and you didn't know that.
I knew that. I knew that.
Girl, what are we doing? You're out here partying on Bourbon Street, flashing folks on live, flipping off your followers, and then turning around and rolling your eyes at your own friend, saying that she has stage 4 liver disease, while y'all literally drinking together? Like, girl, what? Now, y'all, this the friend, this the mama. And remember, her mama was kind of sick before. Never mind. So let's break this down. Gypsy's new bestie, the one that looks like her mama, she was out with Gypsy this weekend. They're laughing and drinking and doing the most. And then a friend says something serious like, I have stage 4 liver disease. And Gypsy rolls her eyes like she's annoyed. Like the woman's diagnosis is ruining her vibe. Ma'am, you can't make this up. The woman literally says she's dying, and Gypsy looks like she just got told there's a 2-drink minimum. It's disgusting. Before anyone says you're picking on her, no. Gypsy put herself out there, okay? She's been posting like it's a billboard, and she's been partying and posting, so nobody should be in shock. She's acting like she's a misunderstood influencer, not someone who helped unalive their mother and swore that they were traumatized. But the moment a sick friend shows some vulnerability, she gives mean girl energy. Actions speak louder than trauma posts. If Gypsy's gonna show the world she's healed and changed, this ain't it. Eye rolling at a terminally ill friend while drinking? Baby, that's not growth. That's a red flag wrapped in a bar tab. Y'all stay tuned, stay seated, and stay ready because the tea pouring never stops. And Gypsy seemed like she out here, okay? This weekend.
Watch Gypsy Rose's reaction when one of her best friends tells her she has liver disease.
I've got liver disease. Gypsy doesn't know I have liver. Gypsy doesn't know. Can I call her Lipsy? It's Gypsy. Gypsy doesn't know I have liver disease, and I'm not supposed to drink. But y'all don't tell anybody, okay? Is my finger in my nose? announcement to make.
She knows.
Gypsy, I have liver disease.
Oh, I know.
I know you're my bestie and you didn't know that.
I knew that. I knew that.
This woman is one of Gypsy's good friends that was out with them blar hopping, and as you could hear, she has end-stage liver disease. And I guess GRB does know about it. It's been brought up in other lives, and apparently was brought up in this live, where GRB rolled her eyes, changed the subject, and continued to party. Just disregarded it. Why is a friend that is sick with liver disease invited out to the blars to begin with? It's just very odd. The whole thing is very performative by all of them. And why are you on a TikTok live the entire time you're out? And I just felt really bad that this woman's condition was clearly disregarded by GRB. What a great friend.
Look at Gypsy don't give a fuck. Gypsy don't give a fuck. Y'all put minors on billboards. Minors. Oh, look Gypsy don't give a fuck. 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 Now what? Oh, y'all wasted y'all money. In this company, Louisiana Mobile billboards, they put minors on billboards. Minors. Her minor child on a billboard. Look at that. Look at Gypsy don't give a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. Ha, how you like that, bitches? Fuck you. You put minors on a billboard. A minor. You put her minor child on a billboard. A minor child. You put a minor child on a billboard. You fucking losers. Y'all are losers. And look, Gypsy went up to that bitch herself. She don't look.
My window's broke. Yeah. Grab the windows, y'all. Sorry. Oh, sir, breathe. Oh, man. She must have a worm or something in her clothes, so she's trying to get out. TMZ wants us to believe that Gypsy Rose is out here having the time of her life on karaoke night. Girl, please. First of all, TMZ, y'all forgot to mention that she was flashing the camera and threw up her middle finger the day before. But now it's a sing-along redemption arc? Y'all love trying to repackage chaos as quirky fun when it's Gypsy. She didn't just miss her cue, she fumbled her image. And let's be real, Ken looked like he was about to pull the plug on the whole duet. This wasn't a comeback moment, this was a soft launch to more hot mess. Let's stop acting like being surrounded by women singing No Scrubs fixes bad behavior. That was damage control in a dress, and y'all ate it up like it was a ballet. Too many people around Diddy either end up dead, silenced, or erased. The pattern is actually pretty disturbing, and when you lay out all the names, it starts to look very intentional. Tupac Shakur. Right, let's start there. Tupac was killed in 1996 during the height of the East Coast versus West Coast beef, a feud that Diddy actually helped fuel. While Suge Knight and Death Row were on the side, Diddy's Bad Boy Records was the other. Diddy has long denied his involvement, but Keefe D, who was recently arrested for Tupac's murder, says Diddy allegedly offered him $1 million to have Tupac unalived. Whether that's true or not, Diddy's name keeps popping up in every theory, and the feds clearly aren't done asking questions. Now, Kim Porter, she was allegedly working on a tell-all book. She died unexpectedly in 2018 from pneumonia. Yet no public autopsy photos. And her inner circle doesn't believe the official story. Anthony Jones, known as Wolf, Diddy's longtime bodyguard, was killed in a shootout. He was taken out before he could even speak out. Now, Chris Lightley, the hip-hop executive and power broker, died by suicide in 2012. But his friends have always said it didn't make sense, and 50 said the same thing too. And reportedly under pressure, some say it was a business dealing with Diddy that turned dark. Andre Harrell, Diddy's mentor, died of heart failure in 2020. No confirmed foul play, but they knew the whole foundation of the bad boy was about to rise. Some say he had dirt, but took it to his grave. Biggie Smalls, the most famous death in the entire saga, still unsolved, still shady. They tried to redact it out of the court records. And many insiders say Diddy played a huge role, or a bigger role, in Biggie's downfall than he will ever admit. And let's not forget, Biggie died in Diddy's SUV convoy. Enough said. This isn't about one rumor. It's about a timeline full of death, silence, and fear. And one name that seems to be floating in the background is Diddy. At this point, it's not about proving every single case. It's about asking the real question. Why does everybody that gets close to Diddy end up gone? Or have beef with him? What is that about? Gypsy Rose Blanchard said, Parole who? Baby, she's not off parole even 6 months, and she got online tossing back shots, flashing girls, and throwing up both middle fingers like it's Mardi Gras on Bourbon Street. So in case you missed it, Gypsy went on live. And let's just say this was not the redemption arc that people were thinking it was going to be. Not me, other people. She's taking shots talking about buttery nipples, and mid-toast, boom, out pops the actual buttery nipple. Yes, the nip slip happened on live. And that wasn't even the worst part. She started flipping people off on camera, not with one hand, but both. Like she was casting a spell called, come get this parole violation. People in the comments were gagged, baby. Some were saying leave her alone, she deserves fun, and others, baby, they were dragging her like a suitcase in the Spirit Airlines terminal. And then, 5 hours later, she posted this little soft oopsie moment like it was cute. Sis really said, rewatching my live from last night, like she wasn't acting like the female Jack Daniels just hours ago. I don't know if this is a cry for help or a trailer for Euphoric The Parole Chronicles. But either way, girl, what are you doing? Here's the thing. The world gave Gypsy a second chance. Documentaries, interviews, brand deals, book talks, you name it. And this is how she's moving? Let's be clear. If this was any other parolee, flashing body parts, drinking publicly, and acting like this on the internet, they'd be right back in a cell before their hangover even hit. People ain't mad she's living. They're mad that she's mocking the justice system that gave her freedom while Nick is still locked up. And she keeps playing the poor me card. But baby, the deck is full of wild cards, and you're pulling every single one. I just hope whoever supervising Gypsy Rose has Wi-Fi, because Gypsy is one live away from giving it up on OnlyFans. Rebranding? Baby, this is reckless.
Can't bring me down. I'm on a high right now. Yes. I'm living my best life, and y'all can't take that from me.
And the D is
fire.
You are absolutely right, because I think at the time of her mom's unaliving, people are seeing this little girl. They're not realizing that Gypsy had a very dark side, and we were able to discover that by this. This is a strong indication of who she was. I don't know, because I'm not a medical professional, but I do think she has a personality disorder. Because there's too many things about her that's alarming, especially after she messaged me last week and seeing how things went. This woman wreaks havoc. And I think it's really interesting the content creators that defend her after seeing all the havoc she wreaked. And even as far as Nicholas Kodajan's people, for them to even be so convinced in their mind that I was flip-flopping, that lets me know that they were not even listening. I've always known she had a dark side. This is what she's displayed, right? So to think that I thought otherwise when all of my words also said, regardless, Nick needs to have justice, People aren't realizing that I have always known she had a dark side, but I do believe there's a 5% chance that she might have changed. And there we are. But keep these memories in your mind when you keep saying she's innocent, she was abused. Yes, she was abused when she was younger, back in these days. But this little girl was gone. This is who she truly was at that time. And that's something you need to remember. Gypsy Rose isn't and never was innocent. And I still believe she should be in prison. Currently, she should be in prison. She is clearly an issue. No matter what anybody says, this lady is absolutely insane and demonic, in my opinion. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye for now.
You actually stated, I am not a celebrity. You said I am a trauma survivor.
I get so many comments and messages constantly saying, you're just out there for fame. And so that couldn't be further from the truth. I was still sitting in prison when I was being talked about all over the internet. I had no control over that. So I was the last person to know that I was well known in the public eye. I went shoe shopping the day of my release, and there was a man that was outside the shoe store snapping photos of me and Gypsy, look at the camera. And I'm like, who is this person? Why does he know my name? Like, I got freaked out by it. And so I was like the last person to know about this pseudo celebrity title. And so I didn't put that on myself. Everybody else did. And then they want to throw hate at me because they're like, why are we glorifying this person? Well, you were the one that did it. Like, I wanted to make a point that I've never called myself a celebrity. I am a trauma survivor, and I'm unfortunately in the public eye because my story was so unique and caught the public's attention. But if I could have it my way, I wouldn't have ever gone through any of abuse to even be labeled that. Everybody wants to know if that D is violent.
Can we just skip past that question? That's your tagline.
Okay, we need to give you a tagline. I say it's hotter than the sun, so it's hotter than fire.
Oh my god.
So can we just start calling him Sunny D?
I'm leaving.
Come back!
You are cringe, actually. You are cringe. I have to give it to the audience. You are cringe.
Sunny D.
I'm leaving.
Oh god. Okay.
I asked my one of the first way you gave it to me the wrong way. So you would have helped me, you would have given it to me the right way I asked for it. That would have been helping me. What did you talking about? I need him to get the fuck from around me. That's what I need. You to get the fuck from around me. Cause I'll show you a bitch in this bitch. No, I asked him to get my hands down for a fucking waffle. He's gonna make me, I tell him that. Oh, she's this right here, hurt me. How the fuck she heard you? I'm fucking throw that at me. I'm not paying for none of this shit. I'm not his fucked up. I'm not paying for none of this shit. They got his fucking shit.
That was crazy. Well, that was the Waffle House.
Jip, you might not notice about the Waffle House, but let me show you.
Okay, ma'am, you said you wanted the all-star instead of the hash?
Boy, I slap you in your Come do it then.
Oh, but ain't gonna be no domestic violence.
What's up?
Ain't gonna be no domestic violence now. I promise you that.
Well, you better do something about my cell phone.
Hold up. So you went to the bathroom and left your cell phone sitting on the table?
Yeah, ain't that what I just said?
Oh, man, you can't do that. You can't do that. Now, this Atlanta now. You can't do that.
Oh, you think it's funny? Oh, you think it's funny? When I come over there and slap at you, we gonna see how funny it is then.
Baby, let me tell you something. You come over here playing, and that waffle gonna be the last thing you eat before you meet Jesus. I promise you that.
strap. Be here when I get back. Shawty, be here when I get back. They ain't stop making straps when you bought one. They ain't stop making them when you bought one. I keep it on me now. Best believe that. I'm like a stud during Pride Week in Atlanta. The strap on me. Shawty, I don't care nothing about none of that. Be here when I get back. On my mama, right here. When I get back. I'm gonna be right here. Yeah, you better get up out of here. Y'all don't worry about him. He not coming back. We deal with customers like him all the time. Trust me, he ain't coming back in here. Oh my God, he's back.
Well, Waffle House has never been somewhere that I have deemed classy, and I know a lot of other people think that as well. Like, I would never go to the Waffle House just because the one time I went there, the glasses were foggy that they were giving me the water in. And the chef, his crack was showing, and he didn't have any gloves on. It looked like they didn't wash their hands. Like, look, Waffle House, I'm sorry. If y'all do it at the location I was at, they didn't, okay? It just isn't. Look, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but I just don't see the sophisticated in there. I'm just saying. You know, if you're offended, I'm so sorry. I'm just saying. So for her to act like this is brand new, girl, you've been in prison. You didn't see worse than this, okay? Child, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.